Well, this periodic superhero project we started out in art, but Ms. Linnick had talked it with Miss Young and Mr. T. So we decided to make it more like a science, art, humanities thing. So we started off by really getting our elements, such as, oxygen, helium, all the elements from the periodic table. One person was assigned one element. I got silicon, and then we had to come up with some sort of comical superhero. It could be realistic or it could be more comical. I had a little in between, but other people had different things. We got our superhero. We traced him out, or we just freehanded it using references. Then we cut out pieces of wood, and then we rounded out the edges. It was about the size of a piece of paper. For science, we researched the electron structures and the atom structure of any of our elements, like how many electrons are in each shell, or how many protons or neutrons. And then in humanities, we would be writing up a story, sort of like a backstory about what happened with the superhero, how we got his powers, what he did with them, etc. And once we had finished up our rough drafts of our superheroes in art, we would get some nice pieces of paper and trace them using a light box, and then filling them in with color after we decided which colors we wanted with them. And then after that, we used some sort of some type of glue and glued it onto the board. And we also had a number and our electron shell on the back of the board. The back of the board was painted a different color than the fronts. After we had glued them on, we turned them over and we basically did some stencil outlines of the atomic symbol, atomic mass, and atomic number. Like the atomic number is like the amount of protons in one atom, and the atomic mass is how much the thing weighed. And we stenciled them out in pencil first, and we filled them in with these special paint pens to make them look really nice. And after that, we hung them all up in the hallway. And then back in art and humanities, we then started up on artist trading cards for them. We replicated little scenes from our stories and sort of drew them out. And yes, after we finished with our stories and artist trading cards, Miss Young and Ms. Linnick hung them up on the wall back behind me. And at exhibition, it all looked really good.